Since 1967, Toothacres Pet Care Center provided the finest indoor-outdoor boarding environment for your pet. We accept all breeds of dogs, and our newly remodeled cattery features spacious 9 square feet personal accommodations for your feline friends. For more information on pricing and availability, check us out at our website at www.toothacres.com.
John Brewer with FridayNightGlory.com, standing here with senior left fielder Jordan Rozenblum. Jordan, congrats on the win today.
Thank you. It's a big win. I think it clinched us for playoffs, so that's always a good thing.
In a low-scoring game, just 2 runs scored out here today. You scored both of them.
Yes, sir. I just did a good job of getting on base today. Yep.
And so, nice sweep here. Getting the 2 from W.T. White. Now you'll finish the district slate with Skyline. What do you expect there?
I expect them to be a good team, pretty scrappy. Don't know a whole lot about them, but expect them to be pretty good.
Jordan, there's some underclassmen doing some big things for you guys. Of course, Nick Graney was injured the other night, but he's done a lot for you guys this year. And then today, Hunter Greenwell and Jett Arrington played big in this ball game.
Oh, yeah. Just a great job on the mound by Hunter, shutting him out like that. That's awesome. And then Jett with those big hits. Yeah, it's always good.
But at the end of the day, you've got to have senior leadership. And you and Gavin and Wyatt and Preston and Nicholas, all you guys have done a fantastic job of setting the tone for this team and leading them as seniors.
Yeah, the seniors are doing a great job this year, like all of us, of just leading the way for us. So it's always good.
And Duncanville in sole possession of first place. You guys in sole possession of second place. Skyline right on your heels. So next week's matchup with them is ever important, isn't it?
Yes, sir. We just we want to lock down that second place spot. Yes, sir.
That's Jordan Rozenblum, left fielder for the Mustangs, who win it 2-0 today here over W.T. White to run their district record to 9-3. John Brewer with FridayNightGlory.com, standing here with right fielder today, right? But kind of do-it-all sophomore Jett Arrington. Jett, 2 more extra base hits today. You figured in prominently once again.
Yes, sir. I felt like I was just getting my foot down today, and I was seeing the ball well, so that was good for me. Yes, sir.
And, I mentioned to Jordan Rozenblum as well, and I'll say it to you, not just you, but Nick Graney, Hunter Greenwell, and others, your class, albeit sophomores, have their fingerprints all over this great run.
Oh, yes, sir. We just got to keep working hard, and I feel like we're doing well, and we just got to keep on keeping on.
And of course, your family's well ingrained in the history of Pearce baseball, and I know it makes your family proud to see you doing great things and to know that you still have 2 years left.
Oh, yes, sir. Brother came out today. It's just, I don't know, I like following in their footsteps in a way. Yes, sir.
And low-scoring game today. The wind played a role. The sunshine played a role. You aren't used to playing at 1 o'clock today. Were the conditions a little tougher out there in the outfield?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, the wind was kind of, and right at least, it was like blowing to the left of me. So you just got to play the ball well. And then I'll give credit to Burke. He always helps out. Like he'll say in, or like I need to step back when he's in center. So that helps too.
And, of course, a very nervous moment for you guys in the 6th inning. They loaded the bases with just 1 out, and Hunter fell behind 3-0, but somehow came back and got him, and then you made that big play defensively, a nice running catch in the gap to shut it down.
Oh, yeah, I thought I might have to dive for that, but I think the wind played a factor, and it kind of pushed out, and then Hunter did a great job getting out of that. He ended up striking out someone, or both of them, right? Yeah. So he did a great job there, yeah.
That's Jett Arrington. Mustangs do it all today in right field. Mustangs win it 2-0 over W.T. White. Standing here with J.J. Pearce, winning pitcher Hunter Greenwell. Hunter, you shut him down today.
Yes, sir. Fastball was kind of wild, but my curveball still kind of working. So I just threw strikes and had my defense do the work.
And it seemed like you were pitching to contact early. You had one strikeout through the first 4 innings, but then 6 strikeouts, including striking out the side to nail this thing down.
Yes, sir. You just got to pitch to contact and let your defense do the work, and I have confidence in my defense, and they'd help me.
You seem incredibly poised for a sophomore. We had the unfortunate injury to Nick Graney last Friday. You started the game in right field. We're not expecting to pitch, but not only did you come in and pitch, but you pitched a full game and then had 5 RBI at the plate.
Yes, sir. You got to be ready for any opportunity that comes your way, and I just took advantage of the opportunity I got.
So now you guys will face Dallas Skyline. They've been surprisingly good this year, and depending on their results, they're just 1 game behind you, so you got to continue to play well, right?
Yes, sir. We got to come out and practice really hard, and we got to come back and prepare for them.
You guys just seem like you have a fantastic mix of young talent between you and Nick and Jett, and I'm probably leaving another sophomore, or Wahlberg as well. But you also have a lot of good, solid senior leadership in Rozenblum, Gold, Arrington, Vincent, Burlbaugh. Do you feel like you've got really good chemistry this year?
Yes, sir. We got a really good team, and everyone just gets along really well, and that's part of the team. You just got to have that team chemistry.
John Brewer, Friday Night Glory, standing with assistant coach Colin Buckley. Coach Buckley, you guys got it done again today.
Yeah, man, we did. It was a great job by Hunter Greenwell, man. He grinded long game, a lot of pitches, but grinded it out, and those are the close ones where you feel like you should be on the edge of your seat, but good teams win those games, and you got to give props to this dugout. We were never worried about it. There was never a doubt.
How about the conditions today? It was a pretty day, but very breezy, kind of cool, and these players are not used to playing in 1 p.m. sunshine. Did that offer any challenges today?
It definitely can. I think the biggest factor is the wind today. I mean, you hit a pop fly in the air, you don't know where it's going. You can hit it to left field and it can end up back in the infield. So I think we made great adjustments. There were a couple plays where you thought there were going to be some gappers, but great plays by Jett Arrington out there. And so we did a good job adjusting. We were ready to go. We were ready to get with the conditions today. So I was proud of these guys for their preparation before the game.
And I know that you already knew they were good players, but could you have predicted the imprint that Wahlberg, Greenwell, Graney, and Arrington have had on this team?
Man, I'll be honest. My first year being here, you don't know who's going to produce, and you expect a lot of leadership out of the older guys. But to see some of these young guys develop and produce and jump in with no fear, I think that's been the coolest thing for me to watch all year. Greenwell, man, what a day, throwing around 100 pitches, but you see their work ethic in practice, and then you're like, I'm really not that surprised. Those guys grind it out, and those guys know nothing but hard work, and so very, very proud of them. But to be honest with you, I'm not surprised. They're doing a great job.
It just seems like a great blend between them and that senior leadership that you talked about with, Gold and Arrington and Rozenblum and those guys, Vincent. Just seems like you've got a pretty special chemistry or mix this year.
There really is, man. This is a great, diverse group of seniors. I mean, you got leadership all over the place, whether they're guys that are on the field or not on the field. I mean, you look like a guy like John Mark. I mean, he's not a guy that gets a lot of playing time out here, but he's always grinding, always working hard, always encouraging others, and then he's picking up guys in the dugout. He's all over the place. He's so in the game. But then you got guys like Wyatt and Gold and Preston out there, man, in the infield. I mean, their presence is incredible, and it's huge for us this year. They're doing a great job.
And it seems like you guys bounced back extremely strong after that one loss that you had to Richardson that was kind of a crazy game. You rattled off, 8 in a row or something like that, and then you lost 3 in a row. But now with today's win, you've won 3 in a row again. So it's not – the roller coaster is not unfamiliar to anybody in baseball, but it sure seems like when you guys have had a chance to pack it in, you've done anything but that.
Yeah, and I think what's important about those three games that we lost recently is those were 2 runs or less of a differential there. The only team we've lost to by more than 2-3 runs is Round Rock back in our Round Rock tournament. And so we've been in every game, which has been really cool because you usually see a big up and down roller coaster with teams during the season, but it hasn't been that much of a down on that roller coaster. And so these guys continued to grind and be consistent through some adversity. So I'm super proud of them.
Well, Coach Buckley, congratulations on the win today, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Brewer with FridayNightGlory.com, standing here with victorious head coach Brock Rumfield in the wake of a 2-0 Mustang victory over the visiting W.T. White Longhorns. Coach, you got it done again.
Yeah, kids came out and actually put up a goose egg, and we were able to scrap 2 runs and get the victory.
You've had so many challenges at the pitcher position. I mean, you guys didn't pitch particularly well in the scrimmage portion of the preseason. You've dealt with the fact that 2 years ago you might have thought that Wyatt Arrington might be the ace of this team coming into this year. He hasn't pitched at all. Nick Watkins has had the growth plate injury. Nick Graney separates his shoulder, and yet these young guys come in, and for the second game in a row, you took a shutout into the 7th inning and got the shutout today.
Yeah, actually our pitcher's been doing a great job. We got to give a lot of credit to our defense. I mean, what we're doing well right now, I think, is we're getting a lot of ground balls, and defense is making the routine play. And when you can make the routine play and pitchers throw strikes, you're able to hold some teams down and give your team a chance to win ball games.
Most teams know not to try Bo Rogers, but surprisingly, W.T. White tried to swipe one on him. How about that throw?
Yeah, he's done a heck of a job all year, and yeah, he came up and put it on him. It was nice. It was good pop time, and it was a very accurate throw.
And you guys were just humming along in district, and then dropped 3 in a row, one of those being to Jesuit in a non-district matchup, but you seem to have recovered very nicely.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it all year, handling adversity, so it's all about how you handle it, and our kids have done well. Once again, I always go back to preparation as well. So, we've had some defeats, but the next day it's over with. You got to go back to work during practice.
And I believe mathematically you have secured a playoff spot, but you've got the surprisingly good Dallas Skyline Raiders next week. And depending on their results, your Mustangs are just 1 game ahead of them, so still a lot to play for, huh?
For sure. So they're definitely they're a good team. They've been beating some teams in the district, and I know they got a couple good pitchers. And so once again, when you got a couple guys that can get on the mound and throw strikes and do some damage on the mound, you give your team a chance to win. That's what they've been doing. So they're not going to roll over for us. We got to come out Monday, have good practice, and then we got to go take it. They're not going to give it to us Tuesday.
I asked Coach Buckley, and I'll ask you. I know that you guys love and love all your players, and you know that they're good players, even the young ones. But could you have foreseen how impactful this sophomore bunch could have been in this season?
Yeah, it's a great group. We got some good talent in that sophomore group. The main thing is to keep them humble and hungry. So we can just keep them humble and hungry. We'll keep on having some success.
And of course, you've got a great junior bridge, and Schuler, Rogers, Kessler, and then a great group of seniors here that seem to keep the boat steady and provide good, solid leadership.
Yeah, we got a great group of young men. I think that's first and foremost. You got to have a group of kids that will play for one another. We've got trust within our team. Kids come out, they're responsible, they care for each other, and they take a lot of pride in what we do out here. So super proud of all these young men.
Coach, congratulations on another big win.
Thank you, appreciate it.
John Brewer, Friday Night Glory. Mustangs win it 2-0 over W.T. White.